Hi everyone, Mr. Lockwood back again. In this video we're going to have a look at this challenge lock, which looks to be created by T&J's Lockpicking Nord. It started life as an ABUS 8550, but we can see by the grub screws that it has been pulled apart and turned into a challenge lock. So we can cheat because we have the key. We can sort of see what the bitting is like. Starts out with a really low cut, mid cut, another low cut, not quite as low as the first, and two higher pins at the back. So we'll see what the key function's like. Oh, it inserts nice and smooth. Turns nice and smooth too. That's a nice little feature. T&J stamped in the top. Definitely no doubts as to who made it. And one thing that pops out to me straight away is these cutouts in the locking pole, instead of your angle cuts that you find that. There's square cutouts, and if we look in at the, sort of hard with the way this light is, the locking mechanism, it does have a little bit of a slope to allow the pole to be inserted, but once it goes past a certain point, it's right in there. So I think that's to increase shimming resistance. I don't actually shim padlocks like that, so I don't actually have any to test that theory. I guess that's what it's for though. But that's not what we're here for. Get up in the vise. Get ourselves comfortable and see what we can't do. What to use? Well, try the homemade tension wrench. It fits in there nicely. And homemade medium hook. Some might even call it a short hook. So we'll go to the back of the lock. Here we are. And come forwards and feel our way through these pins. So 5 is springy, 4 is springy, 3 is springy, little click on 2, felt like a tiny little click on 1. So let's go to the back again. Okay. 5 still feels springy, but not the same as before I'd touched any of the other pins, so we'll try lifting it. No, nothing. You two cats, stop it. I've got a younger cat and an older cat in the house, and they love fighting. There's always hissing and yowling going on. Okay, we've just got to click out of 5. That's me slipping off pin 4. 3. Another click off 2. 1 is firm. So I'll go to the back again. Another click on 5. There's the cats again. 4. 3. 2. Also, no, that's 1. Let's get back onto 2 again. So I'm getting counter rotation off 2. Sounded like, it felt like I just dropped something in the back of the lock. 5. 4, 3. Definitely dropped something in the back of the lock. Okay, got some counter rotation and then a bit of movement off 2, and we've got a click out of the lock. A little bit of a false set going on now. Okay. Oh, that's harder to get up to the back of the lock now. What have we got going on here? Click off 5, another click off 5. Click off 4. We've dropped into even more of a false set. I've realised I've just been blocking for that entire time. See if I can get a bit of a better angle going. Okay, I just touched 5. And we've got even more movement on the core. Okay, there's a slight bit of counter rotation when I lift on 5. And everything else feels like it's sort of stuck in place. Okay, we get a little bit of counter rotation on 5, and then it doesn't want to lift anymore, but just got to click out of 5. Touched 4 and we're in. Okay, wasn't expecting that. Okay, what have we got in here? I think, yep, that's the right size. That was an interesting little pick. Keep that in frame, get the vise out of the way, and we'll see what we've got here. Okay, we'll lock it back up because the key's sitting right there. We'll start from the back. It's strange having a grub screw fitted lock. And I've made several myself, but it's still strange dismantling one that I haven't put together. Okay. Where's our tweezers? Had them just before. Here we go. Normal spring. Doesn't want to come out by itself. What if we use the key to lift it up a little bit? Okay. Wow. That was different. Looks like there's some lubricant that's been used in the lock in the past. But you can see by that shape there, it's a spool with a thicker portion down the bottom, which actually has 2 stages to it. It comes out to a wider lip, then drops diameter towards the end. We'll set that one at the end there. Let's see if we can get pin 5 key pin to drop out. No. Okay, I'm going to take a bit of a risk here and guess that that grub screw retains the plug. And just so we don't go mixing things up, now that we've taken the driver and the spring out, We'll put these caps back in so that we don't lose anything. Check out number 4. Another standard spring. Okay, we have a standard ABUS serrated. Has a single ring running around the top and the bottom. Put that one back in. Take out pin number, what's behind door number 3? Another spring. Okay, I can see the lip of a spool coming out. Another one of those staggered spools. Just grab screw back in. Take out number 2. Look at our spring. All of these springs are the same. I know they're very similar colour. Maybe that one's different, or maybe it's just looking different because it's not as compressed. Ah, an Asa barrel spool. Put number 2 back in and take out number 1. Standard. Okay. So maybe at some points he could act as a gatekeeper, seeing as it's such a low cut in the key and that it's a standard driver, so it will hold the plug as close to its neutral position. Alright. How best to do this? Well, no guts, no glory, we'll just take a risk. Ah. It's a longer grub screw with a thin portion on the end, which, yep, interfaces with the groove at the end of the plug. Now our plug's free to remove. And either there's a key pin up in chamber 3 or there's one missing. Oh, it just fell out. There it is. Don't you dare try and escape. Very rounded tip on it for a key pin, but it's a key pin nonetheless. Okay. We'll take them out and then we'll have a look at them. A steel standard in pin 1. Very fine work on these. A serrated key pin in 2. Number 3, which we just retrieved, has a reduction. It would almost behave a little bit like a T-pin, I guess, if you overpick it or overlift it. Another serrated in pin 4. And 1 and 4 look to be made of steel, judging by the colour. Could be wrong. And one fine little serration on pin 5. So we have a standard, an ASA spool, a staggered spool, an ABUS serrated, and another staggered spool in our drivers. And we have a standard steel serrated T-pin, reduction pin, I'm not sure, 3 serrated and serrated in 4 and 5. And they definitely look to be made of steel. Oh, that one's brass. That one definitely looks to be made of steel, and number 1 definitely looks to be made of steel. Interesting little pick. Thank you, TJ's Nord. Oh, sorry, just mangled your name. TJ's Lockpicking Nord. And, oh, hang on. We've got a little bit of work done on the plug. We've got nothing in 1. Undercut, which is very cleanly done in chamber 2. Same in number 3. Looks to be very fine serrations in number 4. And another undercut in number 5. This lighting is terrible. I'm going to have to do something about it. Very interesting little pick. And yes, that's 3-in-1 oil. Smells like fine oil anyway. I've dragged this out longer than I thought I would. I won't worry about reassembling it on camera. But there you have it. T&J's Lockpicking Nord, ABUS 8550. Nice little pick. Thanks for watching.